1 in 3. That's how many American men will face physical violence, sexual assault, or stalking by an intimate partner. 1 in 3 women worldwide will endure physical or sexual abuse, most often by someone they know. But domestic abuse isn't just bruises. It's manipulation, it's fear, it's control that seeps into every part of your life. I'm Ingrid Dutton, and I survived it. Then I created 1 in 3 so no one else has to suffer in silence. Each week, we break that silence together. Occasionally joined by survivors, loved ones, and experts, we talk about the pain, yes, but also about the healing, resilience, and the fight to reclaim your life. This podcast is more than awareness, it's a lifeline. And a reminder, you are seen, you are heard, you are never alone. Search for 1 in 3 wherever you get your podcasts, because every voice matters and every story deserves to be heard. Hey, friends.
Hey,
We just wanted to come on quick and say thank you
so much. We have 300 downloads. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. We just officially launched a week ago and over 300. You guys are awesome.
This is Sparta.
I just want to clarify that was Jessica. Oh my God.
That's all I could think of when it got past 300. That was all that was in my mind. I am Gerard Butler, not you.
Yeah.
I am. Anyways, super thank you to everybody. You guys are
thank you.
So amazing.
We are international. Hey, Philippines.
Hey, Philippines.
Not just the Philippines. We also have Japan, Kuwait, China, and the UK. And then
wait, China? Do you think it's an Olympian from the US?
I think it's another cousin.
Oh. Go Team USA.
Okay. Go Team Tennessee. Keep killing it. You guys are downloading the most out of everybody.
You know, I will just say it's probably
Rocket Top, Tennessee.
Oh deep in the heart of Texas. Oh, and then most importantly, family in Wisconsin. Hi.
Hi. Remember us?
Hi.
Where are you?
We're blood. You're not downloading. What are you doing? You're
Come
not.
on. We've given you step-by-step instructions.
Literally.
Yeah. So we got one cousin in Indiana that has downloaded.
Oh, Kara.
Yes. And Utah. Hey, Utah. And South Carolina, Sarah.
And Washington. Hello, my Washingtonians.
Minnesota. So I was super excited because I saw a Marine Corps base and I was like, yay, Marines. But Emma, I know that's you. But thanks, Emily.
And go Navy is what she meant to say.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. We would thank each of you individually if we could.
But quickly, I don't want to make anyone mad. Georgia, Illinois, Florida, Kentucky.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We love you all.
Very much. Very much so. Thanks for listening to us. And guess what we're going to hear about today?
Is it all pink and red and rosy and heartsy?
That's what everyone likes to believe it is. Valentine's Day was not truly a Hallmark holiday. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to cover the history of the time and source of Valentine's Day, and then a not so beloved story of Valentine's Day.
Ooh. Okay.
So I'm just going to jump in. Is there anything you think you know about Valentine's Day that you might be shocked and surprised to hear?
Well, I think it was made after Saint Valentine, right?
Yes.
And has something to do with chocolate and flowers
Okay.
and jewelry and diamonds.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you're right. The Catholic Church created the holiday. Actually, in the end of the 5th century, Pope Gelasius, if I mispronounce your name, sir, my apologies. He declared
He's listening. He's listening right now.
He is up in heaven. You know that. Or in space. He declared February 14th, St. Valentine's Day. So, St. Valentine, the Catholic Church has recognized 3 possible St. Valentines where the original idea for Valentine's Day came from. The first, actually, it's either Valentine or Valentinus, because they were actually quite popular names back in I can't remember the word for it, back in those days. Yeah.
During history.
during the olden days. Okay, so here's these 3 guys. One of them, they're all 3 saints. All 3 are actual saints. So one of them, Emperor Claudicius. I think I just said his name totally wrong. I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Don't.
Yes. Don't tell me what to do. Emperor Claudius II. I don't think that's what I said. So anyways, all 3 saints lived during this time, and Emperor Claudius II determined that men would make better fighters than they would married men. So he actually outlawed marriage.
Wait, make better fires?
Fighters, warriors, soldiers. Soldiers was actually the word I was looking for. Would make better soldiers than they would husbands. So he outlawed marriage. And so this Pope Valentine, whichever, decided that he would continue marrying people in private. And when the emperor found out, off with his head. Or he killed him. I'm not sure if it was.
He did die.
He did die. All 3 of them died. All 3 of them are martyrs. Okay, so the second is Saint Valentine of Terni, and he was a bishop who was also martyred. And there's actually, his story is a little convoluted. He might have been confused with another bishop, or I'm not quite sure. Like, his story is a little confusing. Anyways, he was beheaded by the same emperor, Claudius II, because supposedly he refused to deny Jesus, and he was evangelizing in the Roman Empire, and this emperor did not care for it. He wanted him to stop. So that was why that saint is a martyr. And then the third saint, Saint Valentine, he was put into prison, or no, I'm so sorry. He was eventually put into prison, but he was helping Christians escape Roman prisons because they were notably harsh.
From the same emperor?
Same emperor. Yeah, same guy. So go ahead.
So are these 3 guys definitely existed?
They absolutely existed. The Catholic Church acknowledges all 3 of them as martyrs, and all 3 of them are Saint Valentine.
All under the same emperor.
All under the same emperor.
Are they related?
I don't think so, because they said that what I read was the name was super common. So I think it's like Smiths. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was say he took out the whole family.
Take it all. So this guy, he was helping the people escape. And eventually this emperor decided to throw him in jail himself. And so while the saint was in jail, rumor is he fell in love with the jailer's daughter, and he would send her messages, and he would write "from your Valentine" on them, which is where that signature line of calling yourself a Valentine supposedly came from.
But he's just calling himself, like, it would be like "from your Smith."
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Which I guess was kind of a weird way to sign off a letter, but that's
maybe not back then.
Maybe not. So those are the 3 saints that supposedly Valentine's Day is based off of, one of those 3 saints. Okay, moving on.
When did they make this happen?
Well,
oh, you're getting there.
I was just about to jump into that.
Okay.
Thanks, sister.
You're welcome.
So they think that this happened around 270 AD was about when these Valentines died or were martyred. And supposedly all three of them were killed in February, around February 14th, not necessarily the 14th, but around February. So that's kind of the belief of where the February 14th came from. However, there are other opinions as to where February 14th actually came from. And this story,
Hold on. The last guy that wasn't killed, right? He was just in prison.
Oh no, he eventually was killed. All of them were martyred. All three were martyred. Yeah,
all around February 14th. Okay,
in February. So there's a couple other ideas as to where the February 14th actually came from. So in the Middle Ages, the middle of February is when birds mate, apparently. And so people began to feel like this must be the era of love. Yeah, exactly. So that is one idea. Another idea is that the Christians were trying to replace the pagan festival of Lupercalia or Lupercalia. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, which is held on February 15th. So this ritual, oh my gosh, it's so interesting. What they would do back in the olden times, Lupercalia was to celebrate Romulus and Remus's she-wolf mother who found them. Are you familiar with Romulus and Remus?
Are they werewolves?
They were baby boys.
You know what I'm thinking of?
What?
Professor Remus from Harry Potter.
That's actually probably why they named him that. It's pretty close why they.
Okay, tell me about Romulus and Remus. I remember here.
Okay, they were two little boys who were sent away by their mother and sent down the river, and a she-wolf found them and raised them as her own.
Where the wolf came in to play.
Yes, and Lupercalia, Lupa. I think Lupa is wolf. She-wolf stands for she-wolf.
Professor Lupin.
Was he the werewolf? Was that his name?
Wasn't it? Remus Lupin?
I cannot. It's been so long. I cannot remember. But that's crazy. I actually never put that together.
I didn't either until just now.
Oh, wow.
What if that's not really his name? What if we're mixing up two characters?
But what if it is? And that is so cool that we
get a letter from J.K. Rowling. You guys are not correct.
Anyways, I hope we're correct. I think we're right. So she raised Romulus and Remus. And so this celebration is to celebrate her because it helped found Rome. Because Romulus killed Remus and asked for forgiveness from a goddess named Venus.
What is that?
That's a little rap I came up with when I was in 6th grade. Not just me, with my friends.
But why did he killed his brother?
Yeah, they were fighting. I can't remember what they were fighting over. Probably power over Rome.
Okay.
It became a power struggle.
But then that freed Rome. The fact that he killed him. No,
I don't. No, Rome was never not free.
I think
they were competing. They were competing with one another. You know, like Farm and Fleet Farm. They were competing with one another. Isn't that run by two brothers?
I don't know. Trader Joe's and Aldi's.
Okay. I don't know. They're not related though. I'm pretty sure Fleet Farm and Farm and Fleet was two brothers. I digress.
Okay. Anyway.
Back to Lupercalia. Pagan ritual of Lupercalia. So to celebrate this festival, the priestesses, whatever they're called, the religious men of the pagan ritual would slaughter a goat and a dog. I think it was for fertility and prosperity, something like that. And they would take the blood. There's two versions of this. One, the priest would put the blood on their face and they'd wipe it off with sheaths of goat fur. Or they would put the blood in a cup and they dip the goat, the strands of goat fur into the blood. Either way, there was blood on the goat fur. Is it fur? Goat fur. Yeah. So then the priest would take this goat fur that was soaked in blood and slap women with it, all around town. They'd slap the crops and they would slap women. Naked women. I'm so sorry. I forgot this part. Wait, everybody was naked.
Why? Oh, just during the festival.
Just during the festival. A way of celebrating. They didn't body shame as much as we do now. So
But why did they have to be naked? What does that have to do with two little boys and a wolf?
it's just to celebrate the festival. It's the freeing. Why not be naked? So they would slap these women with the goat fur. And the idea was that they would become fertile and be able to have children. So then after this all happens, and that the crops would grow too. So that was hopes that the crops would grow and the women would be fertile and have babies. The women would then put their names into this urn in like the middle of their town. And the men of the town would go and pick a name out of the urn. And that would be their partner for the next year in the hopes of procreation.
So it's like a swingers party.
100%.
And keys. Okay.
See whose keys you get. But it actually turned out really cool.
Which they also run around naked, right?
Why not? Freedom. That's what I'm talking about. But a lot of these couples actually ended up getting married and staying together. So that's pretty cool.
So they could do that.
Of course. I mean, they seem to be pretty free back then. But as the years has gone by, so as the years have passed, the ritual has changed. The women everyone began to put clothes on, and then like the goat strips were only on their hands. And I will say what I read is that the women actually enjoyed being slapped with the goat strips and like the blood. Like it wasn't a punishment. They all welcomed it quite freely. So that was kind of cool. So the belief is that the Catholic Church wanted to Christianize this pagan ritual / festival. And so they tried to cover it up with Valentine's Day is what the idea is.
Because they didn't like a bunch of naked women getting slapped by goat hides.
Apparently they didn't, but the people that were involved absolutely did. And still, like there are people that celebrate this festival still. I'm not quite sure how, but they don't do it as publicly, obviously, as they used to.
They celebrate it by having swingers parties on Valentine's Day.
I truly hope that is what people do. I will not partake with you, but that sounds wonderful. Good for you. So it actually was not a Hallmark holiday.
Just by the way, let's clarify. When you say you're not talking to me because I don't do that.
No, you as in like the, whatever that word is, you. Everyone, you. All-inclusive you.
Okay.
So, okay, it was not associated with love right away. So it was a holiday. It was not associated with love. And it was actually created at the end of the 5th century. So in the start of the Middle Ages, which actually is the 5th to the 15th century, for those people who didn't know, I did not know, so I had to look that up. It was more seen to do with love, mostly because of Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer is the first one who documented that Valentine's Day should be a day of love. He wrote it, and you look like you have a question.
I was just wondering why he did.
Well, he wrote a poem. It's called Parliament of Fools in 1375, and there was a phrase in that poem that said, "For this was sent on St. Valentine's Day, when every fool cometh there to choose his mate." I don't know what the actual poem's about, but it was talking about people choosing their mate on Valentine's Day, which actually is kind of combining with Lupercalia.
But why a fool?
Because only fools fall in love.
Did you just make that up?
No, it's not a song.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, you just came up with that yourself.
Oh,
right now.
Yes, I can be witty. And then the very first, wow, that was a weird word. The very first Valentine that was documented was in 1415. And that was by Charles, Duke of Orleans, to his wife. He was locked in the Tower of London. And I don't know what it said, but he wrote a loving note to his wife on Valentine's Day.
Did he sign it, Your Valentine?
He might have. And then also King Henry V.
Your Duke Valentine.
King Henry, Duke Valentine, the 5th hired a writer to write a Valentine note to Catherine of Valois. I don't know who she is. His wife, his girlfriend, his boo. And that
or his mistress.
or his mistress. And that was the history of the date and the why of Valentine's Day.
That's so interesting.
Mm-hmm. So people actually think that Hallmark created Valentine's Day so they can make money sending cards, but this started way before Hallmark was even an idea.
But I mean, it wasn't like after King, whatever, did it become more celebrated then? Like, when did it really take off? Do you know?
At the end of the 5th century is when Pope Gelasius declared February 14th St. Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And then it seemed like around the 13th, the late 13th century, the late 14th century, beginning of the 15th century is when sending Valentines to people seemed to be coming a trend.
I'm impressed you knew the answer.
I have it written down.
No, I know, but I'm impressed that you actually wrote that down. I don't know that I would have even thought about that.
Well, if you're listening, I actually just covered it.
I'm totally not listening.
I know, that's okay.
Thanks for calling me out on that.
Hopefully our listeners listen.
Better than me.
All right. Do you want to hear the second story of Valentine's Day I have for you?
Yes.
Oh, and I'm so sorry. Let me give the credit to the information I got. I got it from History Channel and Wikipedia.
Everybody's favorite reliable source.
Yes. I also got the information for the following information from Wikipedia and several documentaries that have been on TV that I don't know the names of because I've watched them throughout the years. So my apologies. This is about the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you ready? It was during the Prohibition era. It was a dark, dark area for our area. Era.
This region of the country.
So people, the gangsters in Chicago were making money off of Prohibition, obviously, because they were taking the alcohol and selling it illegally. And so there was two gangs, the North Gang and the South Gang. One was predominantly Irish. The other one was predominantly Italian. One was ran by the one and only Al Capone. I thought you were going to jump in. I thought you might know. No? Okay. That's okay. That's what that silence was for.
I thought you were just being dramatic.
No.
Like, I thought it was another dun, dun, dun moment.
No. Al Capone.
Sorry.
And Al Capone ran the South Gang, and Bugs Moran ran the North Gang.
Bugsy.
It's Bugs.
But did they call him Bugsy?
I don't know. I called him Bugsy. I might call him Bugsy. I can't remember his real name off the top of my head, and that's not cool of me. So he wasn't originally the.
He's going to be mad at you.
He's dead.
I know.
Oh, okay.
So is the Pope that you were referring to at the beginning of this podcast that I said was not going to be happy with you.
Never know. There's ghosts. I believe in ghosts. So there's a North Gang, South Gang. Bugs Moran didn't always lead the North Gang. His owners. I heard your dog. That's not the word I meant. His bosses, his previous bosses were killed off. Were killed off by now I almost said Al Pacino. Oh my goodness. By Al Capone.
Did Al Pacino play Al Capone?
I don't believe so. He played Scarface.
Oh, say hello. I can't do it. It's my little friend.
Stop. So these two gangs are going at it, and they're fighting over everything. They have Al Capone does not like Bugs Moran. Bugs Moran wants to kill Al Capone, and they just huge feuds, fighting over Chicago, North Side, South Side. So Al Capone enlisted the help of another gang that provides alcohol to Chicago. This other gang, I think it's like 3rd Street Gang or something like that. They actually sold alcohol to the North Side and the South Side. So it wasn't atypical to hear that this gang had a shipment coming in. So what Al Capone did was get word to Bugs Moran's gang that a shipment of alcohol was coming into this warehouse / factory on Valentine's Day and so Bugs Moran went to go send his people to go pick it up and get the shipment of alcohol. For some reason, Bugs Moran was actually running late that morning. I could not find a reason why he was, but he was just running late. So he didn't go with his men when they went to go pick up the alcohol. So I don't know how many went total. I know how many were killed. So they show up, and then all of a sudden police show up, and they were Al Capone's men dressed as police, and then a couple other, street clothes of Al Capone's men. The police take a couple of them inside the factory to pretend that they were getting arrested and getting in trouble for trying to get this liquor, trying to buy the liquor and get it dispensed to people. And Al Capone's gang, the ones that were in street clothes, took 7 of them, 7 of Bugs Moran's men, or they believed Bugs Moran was with them, lined them up outside the wall of the factory and gunned them down with their Tommy guns. Like, just shot them all down. Bloody, 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 horrible scene on the streets of Chicago. Like, I mean, could you imagine being there, like walking
Things
by?
are so different now on the streets of Chicago.
But can you imagine, like, and the noise alone from the Tommy guns?
Well, what do you think people did? They probably just like closed their doors and closed their windows and like hunkered down, right?
Probably. I mean, it was the error of the mob. So maybe.
It sounded like you said error.
Era. It was the era.
Area of the mob.
So that happened. And so that happened. I didn't need to say it like that. When Al Capone found out that Bugs Moran was not there, he was, of course, very disappointed because he wanted to kill old Bugsy. But Bugsy ended up getting arrested for something mob related over in Ohio, I want to say.
Money?
Probably.
Taxes?
No, that's Al Capone.
Oh.
Al Capone was arrested for taxes.
I was so excited.
As well documented in Our Father's Favorite Movie, which is a great movie. Great movie. Y'all should go out and watch it. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it.
Hold on. I do this every time I think of this movie. I think of the wrong one, not The Usual Suspects.
No.
Because that has, that's a good one though. That's a really, really good movie. Unusual. Nope. I just said Unusual.
So say.
I know. Give me one word. Huh?
The
Forgiven. Nope. That's another one.
No.
That's Clint Eastwood. Forgivable. Unspoken. Unspeakable.
It's a sense.
Unseen. Unheard.
Sight, hear, smell, taste.
Untouchables.
Oh my good God. Yes. Untouchables. What a fantastic movie. If you have not seen that movie, go out and watch it. If you have, go watch it again.
Is it Dad's favorite?
Good. It's up there, I'm sure. How can you go wrong? It has Sean Connery, Kevin Costner.
I mean, Sean Connery. Al Pacino. It doesn't.
Robert De Niro's in it though.
Oh, see, I get those two mixed up all the time. That's who I meant. I meant Robert De Niro.
Well,
okay.
So Al Capone actually ended up, so he went to jail for the tax evasion, and he ended up dying in his home in Palm Springs from uncomplicated or complicated. I don't know how you prefer to say that. Untreated syphilis. That's what I'm looking for. Untreated syphilis. Yeah. So I think it got kind of crazy, don't you? With untreated syphilis.
Yeah.
He also he had a home in Tennessee that he used to stop at every now and then. Castlewood.
Where is that?
Martlewood. Myceno. Monteagle.
I've been there.
Have you?
Yes. We went there for a church retreat. No. It was not good weather when we went there. It was in January. And it was really, I can't remember if it was thunderstorms or I think tornado-ish and then snow-ish. I don't know. Terrible weather. I got in and got out. So I didn't know that it was there actually.
Good thing you might have caught syphilis.
by visiting.
on a church
Just-
retreat.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just kidding. So those are my stories about Valentine's Day. You got the history of Valentine's Day, and then you got it's not all love. It's not all hearts and love.
Are
Valentine's
my
Day is not
box
all
of
hearts and love.
chocolates in the mail? Are they coming?
I'm not your Valentine. You need to ask someone else.
Well, that's not nice.
Do you want to know what the best Valentine's Day gift I ever received was?
Oh, please tell.
It was a deep dish Chicago pizza and a heart-shaped cookie.
That was me.
I know.
That was, oh yeah.
Speaking of Chicago.
I was going to say Al Malnati's, Lou Malnati's. Everybody's name is Al.
Great deep dish pizza if you're not in the city of Chicago, because you mailed it. I was living in Orlando and you mailed it to me.
Okay, I'm going to be geeky and this maybe not be so interesting, but how interesting that I got you a Valentine's Day gift from Chicago.
Right. Maybe that was owned by a mob.
I mean, Malnati and Pacino are not Pacino. God.
Capone.
The Capone.
It does sound Italian.
Well, it is. Because it is.
Okay.
So that's it. All right.
And just another friendly reminder, if you have any stories you want to share, or if you would like to come on the podcast and share it yourself, or if you want to email it to us, it's anothersituationpodcast@gmail.com. You can
on
send us
Instagram. It is also Another Situation Podcast at Instagram.
I was waiting for that. So send us and contact us. We'd love to hear your stories. We'd love to share your stories. Or if you have any ideas that you want us to cover, we're all ears.
Yes. Any tips? What do you like about us? We don't want to hear what you don't like because that hurts our feelings.
And we're pretty sure we already know. We're sisters. We're brutal to each other. All right. Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye. If you'd like to reach out to us or submit your situation, please contact us at anothersituationpodcast@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at Another Situation Podcast. We're also on Facebook at Another Situation.
Another Situation is produced and edited by Point 5 Pinoy. Music is written and performed by Tim Crow.